Welcome back everyone, this is DragonInWhite and we are playing Valheim. It's been about a month since we last played together. We've all been busy, Christmas, New Year, whatnot. You know, all the old social obligations, having to go out and meet people and everything. Ugh. Well, in any case, today we have the full crew back with us. We have Fluffy, Mine Lit Up, and Blender. Would you guys like to say hi?
Hello, good morning.
Hi guys.
Nothing from the wonderful Mine?
I said hi.
There you
we
go.
didn't hear that.
Here.
Just pull my mic a little bit closer.
Alright, so last we left off, we went to the swamp, gathered some iron, did a bit of the dungeon there, and in between I believe Blender has put in quite a bit of work. When I hopped on, I noticed that your saloon's gone.
Yeah.
Why tear it down?
Well, we
Because
got
we built
rocks
something
now.
better.
So we have
Well, I
a
don't know,
got
having the
a
saloon is good. I mean, like, you could
blacksmith,
just keep it up as memories.
so you can access all the workbenches here.
Wait, blacksmith here.
Yeah, this is blacksmith.
Okay.
It
So-
looks really cool.
You can access all the benches here. The forge. Is this a forge? Yeah, it's a forge.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Alright. How
then
do we
we've
get
got
in?
the-
There. Wait. No access. Come on, open it up.
No access. Sorry, this is my house.
Open it up before I open admin access.
I mean, you have your place. You can go to your place.
Yeah, the idea is it should be open to everybody.
Oh, this is open to everyone. This is the tavern. Welcome
You're
to the
supposed to
tavern.
show off your work.
Yeah, come on. Don't make me
You can
break in
close
from
it
the
again.
top. I'm breaking
What's
in.
the-
You might actually
I-
break in.
Did you actually break in? I don't
I'm
know.
on your roof.
I mean, you can try to get in. Just don't kill yourself.
That might be an actual possibility.
Pretty high up there.
Those are really nice shingles.
They are really nice
Yeah,
shingles.
they are pretty nice. I wonder if actually
And-
this
and-
actually does
and-
anything. It does. Whoops, I think I broke something. I broke something inside, I'm not sure what.
Okay, anyways,
Well, yeah, Theory Crafter, I did. I mean, I didn't. I've been up for play a little bit. I'm working on my coffee.
Oh,
But
the-
seriously, I heard something break in there.
there is wait, dragon.
Mhm.
Come out for a minute.
Mind
You see
and I
the
are.
chimney is actually made from rocks
That's really
Uh-huh.
cool.
Yep,
or stone.
pretty cool.
But there's
Yeah,
nothing
Theory
much
Crafter.
inside.
Mind and I are
Aliens,
over here in the
aliens.
US, so it's early morning for us.
And we're not awake.
We're working on it. It's work in progress.
Yeah, you know, we take things chill
So-
at first.
Huggins has something to tell me, but he's stuck inside of this rock.
Dragon. Oh, there you are.
Move,
Like,
move
all I see is
forward.
the yellow exclamation mark.
He'll move eventually.
Okay.
You're kind of floating, flying,
Dragon?
teleporting, yep.
Come over.
By the way, can you just make sure nothing is broken and everything is there as it should be?
I think nothing is broken. This is my place. My bed. That's it. Nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a showpiece, and so that the workbench and everything can be outside, and it looks like a blacksmith's place.
Okay, what about the other thing?
Okay, so here is the tavern.
Okay,
We'll get in here.
There's a chandelier.
okay.
You kill Cthulhu?
And we have a lot of what are these called? Trophies here.
Yeah. What? Cthulhu? Where?
Cthulhu.
Up at the top left of the.
Right. That's
trophies.
whatchamacallit? One of the swamp zombies thing.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, not Cthulhu. Cthulhu's
Not
still
Cthulhu.
nice, alive, and healthy somewhere.
Kitchen
Thank
area.
you.
Maybe.
Talking to my cats.
Also have a stone chimney.
Chimney.
The cauldron is level 2, so you can make sausages and whatnot.
You need to be level 2 to make
sausages.
sausages?
Yeah,
Aha.
yeah. You need a spice rack over there. And you guys come along with me. So that's the party area over there, or relax area. Now if you go upstairs, it's the living quarters. We've got a pot of flour over here.
Okay.
This is one of the rooms that is unclaimed. It's free for anyone to claim. And bonus, Dragon,
Yeah.
come down.
It's a nice bed.
Where? I saw that one.
That's true.
Sit at the chair. Sit on the throne. And then look out the window. What do you see?
What's
I'm
that?
working on it.
Ah, right. So, Blender built an observation deck to observe Fluffy. So what's this?
I'm working on it.
4-man supervision?
That's brilliant. I'm
Three of us are
sorry.
looking at you.
I feel judged.
Okay.
We're just staring at you scurrying around up there.
Alright.
Trying to get things to clip.
Right, and then go upstairs. Not much yet. There's a bed here also.
Mhm.
You guys can claim the beds if you want.
Okay. I got a pretty nearby one actually, so yep. Theory Crafter said Cthulhu's head is larger than that building. I can only imagine he's talking about the L house or L.
Yes. Fair point. Fair point.
I mean, I'm working on it. This is me actively working on it. The floors are gotta come out though.
Okay, so how about this as a target? Since you can build today, target at least a functional exterior.
If I don't get a roof on this building, I'm afraid of what Blender might do.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna do anything. I mean, I've got my chair here. A perfect view of the house.
So
Goodness.
Got it.
my thought is I did mention I plan to make this the storage area for the lot of us. I'm not sure if all the auto crafting will reach all the way here. I can probably tweak the mod after today to make sure they reach the blacksmith area and stuff. But yeah, we can have this as a central storage, nice big area. Once I throw in some light, that is light. Do I have light? I don't have a light.
Where are you putting the storage area?
Where
Oof.
here?
Reminds me,
The
I don't
entire
have
thing
any
will be
light
storage.
Okay.
or
I
a
think
bed.
it should reach.
Not
You
too
can
sure
stay
about the
at
far end,
the-
like
Hey.
including here.
Fluffy, you can stay at the inn, the tavern,
Okay.
with the window, looking at your project.
Okay, how about we knock off for the night so that it's day? Cause the
Yeah,
lighting
I
is
guess I'm having
terrible.
some issues seeing. Okay, fine.
Wait, what? Where?
Find a bed.
I
somewhere,
gotta go
sleep.
back to the.
Which room is available?
Come on.
Don't worry about me. I know how to stairs. Oh, thank you.
Sit at the chair. Take a sit at the chair.
Okay, hold on.
He's really
Yeah,
proud
look at the
about
window.
the chair.
You did this intentionally.
Of course.
Sort of the point, but that is funny. Okay. Who's not in bed
I might
yet?
have to like build it
Not
and just let it fall into
Remember
disrepair.
to open the door now. Dang it, Beavis.
E.
I hit E. Is this not a door?
Is this one of Blender's locked doors?
No, I didn't put anything over there.
I'm trying all the doors.
You have your hammer out?
Oh, I do have my hammer out.
That would be why. So,
That
yeah, mine's
explains
been
it.
not playing for a while, so she needs some time to refresh her memories on the controls. To be honest, so do I. Yeah. There we go. Sleep.
Stupid.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend today working on shifting over all the materials into the new storehouses so that we can move away from our starting shack.
I guess I'm
Oh.
gonna focus on building a house.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
No, I mean, Dragon,
Yeah.
I can help you move.
Oh,
So where is your portal?
Oh, I don't have a portal anymore.
Okay, can you just set one up on the ground here so that we can get in and out easily?
What up?
I
Okay.
need to repair.
Oh, need a bit of fine wood. Check
Yeah, I
I
think we
can
probably
come
need
help
quite a bit of
repair.
wood.
fine wood.
We probably need
I
quite a bit
said I
of wood
can-
too.
Sorry, mind. What was that?
I said I can come help you repair stuff if you want.
You can come help me out, but I think I have. Oh, well, I just punched something. Never mind.
Mind?
Yes.
You need a bed around this area. There's still one bed at the tavern.
Yeah, just grab
Okay.
Blender's bait.
Just grab Blender's bed.
At the
It's
top. There.
fine.
Nothing special yet here because I haven't had time to work on.
There we go.
Those floors are kind of important when you're talking about a next level. So, we have discussed talking about the weird things that authors and translators do.
Well, right at the very
As well as
least.
food.
As well as
As
food.
well as food.
I'm not sure how well food will go in the discussion today, given that we didn't have pictures to show anyone.
That's everybody knows what rice is. I could have a half-hour conversation about rice alone. Rice is amazing.
Rice
Don't
is
eat rice,
amazing.
eat more rice.
This is our like PMA. Is that what you call it?
Public
more
service
rice.
announcement, PSA.
Yes, PSA. Here we go.
But seriously, like rice is it's better for you as far as a filler than bread and a lot of different starches. It's healthier, it's filling, it can go with anything of like any cuisine. It's wonderful. Rice is the best. Also, if you don't use the finger method to make your rice or you're putting it in the microwave, you're doing it wrong.
Nah, I think I done microwave before and it does work. You just need to know what you are doing.
I have a rice cooker. I just use that.
Huh, very odd. My connection to the server is a little shaky.
Don't understand, Dragon. There's this thing called minute rice.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
I tried it.
It's okay.
What is minute rice?
It's
It takes
rice.
5 minutes to make.
Yeah,
Instant
you
rice,
put it,
yeah.
it's like pre-cooked and then it's like it's
Ooh.
it's like it's pre-cooked and then I don't know, freeze dried. I'm out of wood. There we go.
Yeah, we're kind of out of wood in general.
There's a lot of wood in this
Eat some
cart.
food.
But yeah, it's very quick. I suppose you could call it easy. I don't know. It tastes like heated rice puff cereal to me. It tastes wrong.
Okay, taste wise, the one I had was alright, but it was more the texture that wasn't right.
Yeah.
What's the
Textures.
texture like? Hard.
Like,
It
not
depended on,
weird. It's like rice puff cereal heated up.
yeah, you can think of it
It's-
that way.
Yours?
What's the name of the portal near
It's
my
just
place?
not rice.
Oh, Tem 1 2 3 4.
Temporary 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Excellent naming, but alright.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Hey, man.
First, to make this easy to go up. For now.
Hey, Blender.
Yeah.
Where are you? Can you help me out with the roofing part?
Okay.
You are really good with roofing.
You want the black roof thing? That requires another material which we don't have.
Yeah, so that would be cool, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
I just figured your roofing skills are on point, man. Your roofing skills are on point.
What's the direction of the roofs?
So there would be like a kind of lean-to roof, like part of the roof. This is actually supposed to be a porch over here. So you'd have part of the roof coming through all the way this way and then going up towards the center of the main rectangle. I have words. Please tell me you understood what I just said.
Roughly.
Okay.
Let me just try. And what's the
We're
pitch?
at least on the same page.
What's the pitch? What's the pitch of the roof?
Sliding down this way.
No, I mean like 45 or 26 because there's two styles.
That's true. Technically, these roofs were kind of all over the place. Let me look it up to be specific. So how is your morning going, Theory Crafter? Are you being idle today? Sorry, I had to.
Fairy crafter. I kept thinking you were saying fairy crafter, which is very different.
I don't know if he crafts fairies. I haven't really asked. He, she, they.
Just gonna cut down trees.
Hey, so what do you guys have for Christmas?
Yeah, that's a pretty good place to start from.
Hey,
Food,
for
aside from
food?
rice.
Yeah. I didn't
Ham and turkey.
ham.
Is
Oh,
turkey
there was
good
so
though?
much
Like-
ham.
Like why what does turkey taste like?
Oh,
Wait,
well,
you haven't had
it's done
turkey
well.
before?
Today.
I don't think so.
It depends. If you get it from, like, it depends whether or not you're getting it from the store or whether you're getting it wild. Wild turkey has a little bit more of a gamey taste to it.
Game taste. Okay. Is it tough?
I don't know how to explain that. No, not really, not at all.
No.
Well, again, if it's cooked well. If it's not cooked well, any meat is tough.
Yeah, it depends on who and how.
But yeah, it depends on where it's coming from and how it's being cooked. But if it's cooked well, it's a very juicy. The meat texture is similar to chicken, except bigger.
I would say
And
it's more
it's a
fibrous than chicken.
Fibrous. Okay.
More fibrous, yeah.
I can agree with that. Again, if you cook it right, it comes out really, really juicy and very.
What do you guys have it with? What do you guys have it with?
We usually have it with
potatoes.
stuffing, but let me explain what that is.
Roughly, you know
Oh,
what it
boy.
is. Watch Mr. Bean, and he has the stuffing episode.
Yeah, so just a bunch of. I mean, every family does it a little bit differently, so there's that.
In
My
the
family
South, they
usually
use cornbread.
Ugh.
It's
In the South,
terrible.
they use cornbread. My family's from the North, so we use breadcrumbs, like large kind of toasted bread cubes. I normally will throw in ground sausage. I'll take the giblets from the turkey and I'll cook those up and throw those in. And do like celery and some people will add a little bit of fruit for some lighter flavor. Some people will add I've seen some people add bacon. I've seen some people add like a lot of sage, so you have more of a savory kind of flavor. And you take all of this and you mix it up and you get it super wet and you shove it inside the turkey with lots of butter.
I don't put mine in the turkey because that's gross.
Theory Crafter mentions croutons.
Croutons, yeah, similar to croutons.
Some people use croutons.
Yep, some people just straight up use croutons.
I can see why. I mean,
which actually isn't a terrible thing. It doesn't get as moist though, I've found, as like your packaged breadcrumbs, or if you take like a loaf of bread and kind of cut it up and just put it in the oven for a few minutes. Croutons have more of a crunch to them, so they don't absorb as much water as well.
Yeah. It's not my favorite way to have that particular food, but
and then we normally do mashed potatoes are a must. Like if there's a holiday in the US and mashed potatoes are not on the table, most people are gonna walk out.
Oh. Well, I love mashed potatoes regardless anyway.
Then yeah, you're just fine. But mashed potatoes are a huge staple when it comes to holiday dinners.
Why mash and not roast?
Sometimes we do roast. Some people will do roasted potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. Some people will roast the potatoes and then mash the potatoes. But mashed potatoes, because of usually we have a meat, so no, almost always we have a meat. So there's always a gravy, and you basically do your mashed potatoes to have the gravy with.
I don't eat my mashed potatoes with gravy, but I like having the gravy on the turkey and the stuffing.
But there is always gravy, right? There's always gravy.
Mm-hmm.
So, mashed potatoes, bacon is a condiment. Yes, I agree with that, Theory Crafter. Bacon is definitely a condiment and not a main dish.
I don't know.
Bacon is an ingredient.
Enough of
it can go into a dish.
If you have enough of it.
If you have that much of it, you should not be eating it. Like you should stop and question your health. Bacon is delicious. It's wonderful, but it is so unhealthy for you.
Okay. Is this the rough idea of the roof? Talking about this kind of angle. Does it goes like this?
I mean, usually it's a little bit, it'll come out to, like, we'll have posts that'll come out this way. So you'll have the slope coming out even further, but this will work.
Does it work?
Yeah, and then we'll just do a pivot point for the other arm of the L, I guess. Can we do a pivot point over here? Yeah, we can do a pivot point over here, right?
Let's see. Theory Crafter said mashed potatoes with peas and corn, some bacon and pepper sprinkled on top. Okay, now while we are on the topic of bacon, okay, do you prefer crunchy or what's the other one? Chewy, or is it soft?
There's an in between. There is an in between because you can have too crunchy, where it's just pure crunch. But there's this point when you're cooking bacon where if you take it off the heat in just enough time, it is a special point.
The golden point, apparently.
And you have... It's where the fat has not fully hardened, but it has a kind of crisp to it. It's in between.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it is the golden point, isn't it?
It is the golden.
I've never had mashed potatoes with peas and corn. I will have to... Like, peas and corn on the side? Or peas and corn on the mashed potatoes?
I would imagine having it mashed together might not be terrible.
I don't know. I have concerns about mashed peas.
Yeah.
I mean, have you not had what's it called again? The Middle Eastern, shawarma and falafels. My brain's not
falafels
functioning.
are delicious.
Well, that falafels are technically mashed pea fried like a burger.
Yeah, but isn't that chickpeas? That's different.
Hummus,
Yeah,
hummus.
that's chickpeas. That's not the same thing. It's
wait,
not
yeah.
the same thing at
Piece we
all.
have.
Okay, I'm getting my peas mixed up.
Yep, green
Water
pea.
hummus is amazing.
I have hummus.
I'm
I have it in the
jealous.
fridge right now.
Corn is amazing. Okay, I can see peas. I think I done peas with mashed potatoes before, like solid peas.
Dragon, did you take all the wood?
I took a couple of stacks.
The wood is gone.
I'm bringing
There's
more.
still this wood.
I'm bringing more.
Did you just use them or store them?
I used them.
Oh.
On the note of use, where are all the coal? Do we have coal?
I don't think so.
Okay, I found them. I found the coal.
I'm gonna go collect some more wood.
I don't know what kind of wood you're getting, but I just dropped some wood stacks, so some kind of wood.
Ah,
Beautiful. Thank you. So, Theory Crafter, whereabouts in the world are you kind of located? No, not specifics, but
Go back to me.
I'm curious as we talk about different kind of the cultural differences in different areas. I'ma find a tree and make it fall down.
Oh, that's
So what do you guys do for holidays? Holiday dinners?
Well, Christmas is not really a thing here.
a Chinese
Right.
New Year.
Pacific Northwest. Oh, okay. So yeah, there is Chinese New Year though, right? That's kind of widely celebrated.
Yeah.
Yep, coming.
So what do
right
dinners
up.
look like for the New Year?
Oh, this actually really varies a lot depending on where you come from.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
To
Like-
explain?
Okay, take for example, I believe in the north, Chinese New Year is celebrated with dumplings.
Ooh. I love dumplings.
Yeah, and in some places they're celebrated with noodles. It actually does vary quite a fair bit.
Noodles.
So what do you guys celebrate it with?
Random
What do you
food.
have, Dragon? Random food? Really?
Let me. Okay, my family normally does it with a hot pot or
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for those of us that don't know what a hot pot is, can you explain?
it's a pot that's hot.
That's not really. You could do
Would
better
you-
than that.
You literally just put stuff into it.
Yeah, it's
No, I know what a hot pot is. I'm talking about for our readers who have never heard of a hot pot.
it's a pot
Our viewers.
that is hot. You put
Okay.
a soup in it, and you throw things in, and the food-
You quite literally put the ingredients in as you want them, which is the wonderful thing about it. From what I understand, you start with the veggies, start with the stuff that cooks the longest, and you throw that in.
Yeah.
No?
No,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
I go
yeah,
by
yeah.
Yeah,
I go
okay,
by
yeah,
a slightly
and then-
different sequence. Okay,
Okay.
depending. Some people do it differently. Some people, what they do is they just throw everything in and
What?
just let it go. Yeah, it's viable. Some people just throw everything in,
Come on,
and basically, you just throw it in, let it cook, open up, and they eat. It's
See,
viable.
I've always heard that you add the vegetables and then you add the meat quite literally as you want it, especially because the meat's so thinly sliced that it cooks so quickly.
you're actually thinking of the Japanese shabu shabu, which is
No.
I leave my meat in.
In Beijing, what is it called? Got swa yang rou. Why is
Yeah,
it
but
swa?
that is
Swa
one
means,
style, but that's not the style which I do it.
That was weird.
Swa
Did you guys
means
see a
to
giant
kind of
blue flash?
Scrub.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was the ward because I accidentally
Oh,
used my what's it called? Not the
go
axe.
to bed.
The,
Yeah, go to bed.
go to bed.
go to bed.
All right,
Yes,
so
bed.
well, it depends on what you're talking about. Gumbo and jambalaya are two very different dishes, and if anyone out there knows more than me, please say something, because I have not actually been to New Orleans and had it legitimate. But gumbo, from what I understand, is a kind of toss it all in the pot soup, stew, something that involves
Crayfish?
seafood, crawfish,
Crawfish.
shrimp,
Blah.
crab, sausage, chicken.
We actually
much
had
whatever they can get their
something
hands
like
on.
that before, as in me and Blender.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, was it
It
with
was
you?
like we did.
We were in China.
China?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
But it
prawns
was like I
and
think I would remember.
with prawns and stuff like that.
But
Okay.
was it all boiled? Because a big part of
It's boiled into
what makes
one
gumbo
with
gumbo.
yeah, it's some kind of a spicy. Was it spicy?
Usually gumbo's pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's kind of a spicy, soupy thing which you don't drink, just part of the sauce. You have corn, you have potatoes in there. Yeah. Seafood, clams, things like that.
Well, and with jambalaya too, so from what I think sometimes people will add rice to the pot so it'll cook with it, kind of add some more substance to the soup. But it is, every gumbo that I've had is kind of a spicier dish and usually has some of the vegetables that are native to that area. For example, at least I think it's native. Oh no, what is the word? What is the star-shaped vegetable? Mind.
Star-shaped
Finger.
vegetable.
Lady's finger.
Nope. That's a cookie.
What? No,
that's
it's a vegetable.
Okra.
Yeah, okra is lady's finger.
Okay, lady's finger
Oh.
to them is also a cookie that's in the shape of
Yes.
a sort of a finger. It's what you use to layer your tiramisu.
Yep, it's an Italian cookie. Ow.
Fingers, right?
Lady's fingers, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
something finger, but not
Lady's
ladies?
finger.
No,
is-
lady fingers.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what the official like Italian term is for it, so there's that.
Hey, that's finger.
But
Okay, I see what you did there.
But yeah, a hot pot, from what I understand, is a little bit different because you are actively eating it as it cooks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of the big thing about a hot pot is everybody crowds around it, and
Okay, so
you pull straight out of the pot.
Let me explain further on what I said by throwing everything in, okay? And there are different ways that different people do it, but one of the ways that I'm aware of, and I have done this, is literally everyone sit there, we just throw bits of everything in, put the lid on, wait for it to boil. Once it boils, we open up, we scoop it out, and we throw in the next lot while we wait for the next lot to cook, we eat.
Yeah.
So there's no particular sequence in that
very
case.
much a communal dish. It's something that everybody gets involved in, right?
Yep, communal would be the idea behind it, and of course.
Well, that's a big difference between how a lot of Asian countries typically share their meal.
Oh yes, Asians
versus a lot of Western countries, isn't it? You pull what you want from the dishes.
Asians
Sorry, go ahead.
we tend to have our meals as a communal setting. Yes. So that was pretty much what I wanted to say. So so basically every meal usually has the family sitting together, and what you have also is like common dishes. So rather than having everyone having their own individual sets of food like you would at a restaurant. In fact, even at a restaurant we do that. We order dishes and they are placed in the center of the table, which everyone will take from using communal cutleries, usually chopsticks or spoons, big spoons, ladles, and ladle onto our own plates. I'm not sure how the Western world goes, but from what I understand, a lot of it have quite a few culture involved letting everyone have their own serving, something like that.
Yes. Actually, with at least over here in the U.S., usually everybody will be served their individual plate with however much they want or however much is dictated by the meal and the recipe. But like people get kind of special about it too. Like there are people who you do not share food. I personally share food, but again, I was kind of exposed to a little bit of the Eastern way of doing things where that's how it works. But yeah, a lot of people in the Western area get a little bit particular about this is my plate, this is my food, and you do not touch it.
That drives me crazy because I like stealing people's food.
Yes, I'm aware.
I love it. And I love your food.
There's also, we don't cook as many dishes, which is one major thing that I've noticed that's different from a lot of Asian cultures is for instance, the dinner that I made last night, it was one dish. That's it. I mean, I made a particular kind of soup, but that's the entire meal. You don't get, there's nothing on the side.
I mean,
it's honestly, comparatively speaking, kind of boring.
It makes things easy to cook. I mean, if you cook multiple dishes, it's going to take a lot of time. Which I suppose also might kind of bring out the different philosophies in cooking, I suppose. Okay, correct me if I am wrong, but from my observation, at the very least, one major difference between Chinese cooking and, well, mostly Western cooking. I'm lumping Western all together in one go because, tend to have that kind of similarity. Is that the Chinese throw every flavor in to create a jumble of flavor a flavor, whereas the Western style of cooking seems to be more pick a main ingredient and most of the other things serve to alleviate or to emphasize that one ingredient, and it's more on the simpler end rather than a very complex multi-mesh of things.
I mean, that highly depends on who's cooking.
It does too.
You could ask mine. When I cook, I definitely employ more of that style, but a lot of, like, again, going back to New Orleans, and that kind of area, they use a lot of different flavors, and their food is very multifaceted. But there are also some.
It's got a lot of French emphasis in that area too.
That's true. Well, and a lot of African emphasis in that area, and that's one where you're getting a lot of different flavors, kind of pulling together. There are some cooking styles that will do what you're talking about, where they will pick a main ingredient, and everything is supposed to kind of help enhance that one ingredient. But there's also, like, with a lot of Italian cooking, involves a lot of different flavors and a lot of different ingredients, and it's very, again, kind of a multifaceted flavor. But the West is also getting a lot of influence now from the East, so a lot of cooking trends are changing. Like, people are actually discovering the concept of curry, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Curry is a very interesting thing, but before I go on curry, I just want to bring out something that Theory Crafter mentioned. Theory Crafter mentioned the classic anime fight scene over the meat. So here is the very interesting thing about this. It is actually considered extremely rude to touch chopsticks, to fight with your chopsticks, to play with your chopsticks.
Oh, I did not realize that.
So that scene is actually culturally wrong.
Do not hand food from chopsticks to chopsticks.
And here's the other thing, you also should not pass food. Yeah, like Fluffy say, chopstick to chopstick, you should not pass food from chopstick to chopstick. Partly because it's reminiscent of a funeral ritual where they put bones into the urn. Yeah. That's the reason why.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit more about this? I'm curious because I'd never heard that particular aspect to it. Can you tell us more about the ritual?
Well, okay, it's just more of a so what you have is during the cremation, but not during the cremation, but after the cremation, what comes out, you're just left with the larger bits of the bones, particularly the humerus and stuff like that. So from there, taking turns as well, you have the eldest son who will go up with a pair of chopsticks to pick out a bone and place it in an urn. In some situations, you might not place it directly into an urn, but you pass it to another person, and the other person will, use the chopsticks to take it from you, and neatly arranged in an urn such that all the bones are neatly stored inside.
Interesting.
Yeah. Of course, it's just one of the funeral practices. China is so large, and because, different religions, there are different ways of doing it. Let's face it, cremation isn't really even a thing until modern times. Well, okay, not a thing.
Well, that depends on where you're kind of looking at culturally, because certain cultures have been, like, their main burial method is
the Chinese at least.
Well, the Norse too.
Yeah.
Fluff.
No, I think the Chinese
I brought you wood.
Yeah,
Thank you for helping me with the roofing.
Is this how it looks?
Yeah. The only thing is gonna be this pivot point, because on this end it'll come to a point in the middle of this section.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So there'll be that. I thank you for helping me. I'm bad at roofing.
Also, I need to switch your woods to core wood because the Valheim Yeah.
You just set yourself on fire.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have an axe to get core wood, so I'll have to go fix that.
Yeah, so coming back to...
a bronze axe here. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. So yes, coming back to food and away from funeral service.
Well, actually continuing that slightly, but cremation wasn't really a thing in most of Chinese culture. They do still do some cremations in the past, but it's more a poor man's death kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the belief is that you have to be buried whole for your soul to move on.
Ooh. I could see where cremation would interfere with that.
Yep. And this
Wait,
actually
so what
appears
if
in
you were
novels
in
a
like
lot.
an auto accident?
But
You gotta patch you up.
Either patch you up, at least at the very least, if your arm is separated, put the arm together in the coffin.
Okay.
I don't know if
Interesting.
this is true, but if you have a let's say gunshot wound, you gotta patch it up with clay.
Wait, really?
Really?
Wait, that
so.
doesn't make sense. There are no guns in ancient China.
Oh well, nowadays, I mean.
I think that's just
Yeah.
more for the funeral purposes, like, so that it looks good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any
Okay.
superstition with that specifically, but yeah.
So, for anyone watching, let us know if you want us to do a stream talking about funeral practices,
Ugh,
because
tough. That would be tough.
apparently we can actually there's a lot of differences though. There's a lot of different ways that people consider priorities when it comes to funeral services, and this is really interesting. I've never actually really learned any of this, so
Yeah, fair enough.
Spoony versus D&D setting.
What's the Spoony versus D&D setting? Okay, what's the Spoony versus D&D setting?
I'm gonna let Theory Crafter explain this one in case that I don't understand, because that's always a chance.
Oh, I missed out her message. The message on basic hygiene is a thing. Yes, that's also the other thing. If you touch chopsticks, that's pretty much, slivers cross-contaminating. So that's another aspect too.
From what I understand, when you're passing food, the best way is to put it on the other person's plate, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because sharing food is a big part of the culture, just not... You don't ever stick your chopsticks pointing up. Don't do it.
Yeah, cause that also kind of reminds of, well, for one, it reminds of draw sticks. For another, when you offer food to the dead, that's what you do. You stick the chopsticks right into it.
Well, and doesn't it have something to do with the incense?
Yeah, so the joysticks, incense, same word, different word, same meaning.
Okay. Alright, so Here, I'm gonna have to just toss you my core wood. If I can figure out how. There's that.
You have 2 feather chests.
And...
Well, fine then. I won't fix things.
Wait, what are you fixing?
It was just
I
a
don't know
piece
why I
of
have
wood
that.
that I found.
You can have
was
that too.
dying.
It was dying?
Oh, Huggins, no, get out of the rock.
Okay. I apparently
coming
didn't
back
What
to
kind of house are
food.
you making? Or Fluffy?
I think we have enough.
Oh, sorry. It's an L-shaped farmhouse.
Okay.
Which
I'm gonna
if
make
you
a
want-
Quaker style house.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You could build one.
You should.
Yeah.
I've never. Well, no, I know I've seen Quaker style houses.
They're very
I mean-
simple. Which is ideal for
Probably
me.
build an Amish barn. We have a lot of Amish, and the Amish barns are the best barns.
I think we have enough wood, I think.
Are you sure? Because I didn't actually get you any core wood. I was
No,
working on
we-
that.
We don't need too many of them. I have enough for me.
Okay. Still need to figure out where the
Okay,
core wood
let's
I
see.
was
The
cutting down
logical
went.
extrapolation of the existence of portals and other teleportation magic in the D&D verse. Okay. So there's others that she last checked. Okay. I will say a D&D noob. I played it a couple of times, but I haven't really played it much.
What?
Yep.
Well, I guess that's fair. I don't know if you don't really seem like the role-playing type.
Oh,
But
that's
that's
what
not
you
to
think.
say. Well, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well,
We should play D&D at some point.
we should. It's pretty fun. I quite
We
liked
have-
it.
I'm lost in the woods.
Let's just say I would roleplay to a certain
Night is
degree.
coming.
Yes, I do roleplay. That's like the
Okay.
last time I played it, I'm in bed. The last time I played it, I even bought soap from the general store because COVID was around and we had to wash our hands.
Alright.
What was
Nobody
that?
likes you, Grayling. Nobody likes you.
Grayling
wanting-
says, I don't care.
Grayling says nothing. Grayling's dead.
Or
Sleep.
that. That happened.
Sleep.
I'm working on it. I tried to
Right.
get the core wood.
Fluffy's lost in the woods.
Yeah, there's also that.
Okay, that's gonna give me some time to travel back. Well, travel to the pigs and breed more pigs.
Ooh. Now I can make a whole bunch of things that I've never dreamed of before. Okay.
Still need
I'll-
more bronze for a bronze axe.
Shut up, boar. Nobody likes you. Oh, so, okay. I want to change the flavor for a minute, if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
Barbecue.
Oh, I
Can we
love
just
barbecue.
discuss? Everybody loves barbecue. I don't know if everybody. I don't know if the UK does a whole lot of barbecue. Like European barbecue. But let's be honest.
I don't know.
Humans have been roasting meat since like the moment we could put meat on a fire.
I mean, it's the most basic
And
way of
we
cooking.
Yeah.
added
do it the same
sauce.
It is, and it's delicious.
It's awesome. One of my favorite way of having meat done.
Oh, that's interesting, Theorycraft. I have not actually explored that particular angle of D&D.
So, barbecue, well, it's not an true barbecue all the way, but that reminds me of this time when we did barbecue ribs with me and Blender. Do you recall that one?
What?
Barbecue ribs. Well, sort
Barbecue
of barbecue ribs. It's
What
the
was
one
that?
whereby we got a rack of ribs in China. And then before we went to the barbecue, we kind of prepped the meat first. Actually, the meat was all cooked from the start. It's just more barbecue to get the smoke and the glaze kind of thing. But
Was it CG?
Oh, so you had pre-cooked ribs?
I mean, it was just that one time we were experimenting with one style.
Okay.
Was it
we-
CG?
Yes, that one. So
Where we went to a house to stay?
no, it wasn't a house. We just went there to barbecue, and we went to the Sanshengxiang area to barbecue, but we didn't stay over. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what we did was we dump in, I think, 3 liters of cola, one
Okay.
full bottle of barbecue sauce. I believe I threw in half a bottle of whiskey, maybe even the
Okay.
whole bottle.
Okay, so you did more of a Western barbecue.
Yeah, of course. So I know I look Chinese and all, but I tend to cook more Western stuff.
I like the Xinjiang
Oh yes, I like that too.
barbecue better.
Oh, speaking of which,
What is?
let me know when you get into Singapore again. There's a couple of places which are actually not bad.
Not bad. What?
The Sichuan style barbecue.
I mean, Sichuan style is okay.
Yeah, it was okay, but
Do you have a regional barbecue?
what do you mean? In China?
Well, I mean, in Singapore, do you have a regional barbecue?
We have satay, I suppose. Which I don't really know how to describe that. How would you describe satay, Blender?
Cured meat, sweet, salty, peanut sauce.
Turmeric, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, peanut sauce. That will be the
That's the
most
signature
unique
thing,
part of
maybe.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think it's anything special.
No, I think the
to me.
marinade is definitely different.
Yeah.
But I have no
Yeah.
way of describing the marinade. I believe they use turmeric
Really? Okay.
because of the yellowness of it.
Yeah.
So if you guys ever come visit, you'll notice that barbecue is taken very, very seriously in the U.S.
Especially in the south.
Especially in the South.
Oh, I look
was
forward to
about
that.
say.
I love barbecue so much that even though my place in China did not have a balcony, I bought a barbecue pit.
Oh my gosh, this idiot.
Yeah, and okay, so it worked well, and I even smoked stuff on it. Like, what I did,
He put the barbecue
I removed the leg
thing.
and put it under the hood.
Not the
Okay.
not the hood. I mean, it's called the kitchen. What is it called?
The hood.
Hood?
What
Yeah.
exactly are you talking about? The hood over the stove?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called the hood. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, it's
it is
one
called
way
the
of
hood.
calling it.
Okay. Yes.
The air sucker, smoke absorber, whatever is it.
We call it the hood of the stove.
Hood?
But yeah, I basically placed the pit. It's a barrel style pit with a chimney. So
Okay.
and where's my house? There. So barrel style pit with a chimney, and I just put it right on top of my stove. And
Ooh.
yeah, smoke
Hello,
problem gone.
Think Vic. Vic? Think? I'm gonna call you Vic. Hi, Vic.
Thing,
And
Vic,
lemongrass. I need to do more experimenting personally with lemongrass. It's a little bit harder to get here because
Oh,
honestly, most people don't know what it is.
okay. Speaking of lemongrass, okay. When you barbecue, you use a brush, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so this
depending
is,
on what you're doing, how you're doing it, but yes.
this is one thing that we do. Well, not we, but what I do with some of my friends is instead of using a brush, which usually is plastic or silicone, and plastic ain't really good for us anyway, but instead of using a brush, what we do is we use a stick of lemongrass, take a knife, kind of, slit up the front a bit and use it as a brush.
I never thought of that. I mean, a lot of the brushes that I've seen here, yes, there's the silicone and there's the plastic ones. They also have brushes that are, I believe they're just made out of like small hay fibers, grass hay fibers that are dried or something along those lines. But I've never thought about using lemongrass. That'd be a great idea.
It is a great idea. So,
It is.
it doesn't burn. It doesn't burn like plastic, and even if it does burn, it actually is good because it makes it smell and taste better.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor to lemongrass, and it's disposable. Once you're done, you just either
Exactly.
use it for cooking or you toss it.
Oh, the way we barbecue in Singapore, by the way, a lot of butter is involved.
Really?
Yep, we use butter to grease the grill, and we butter literally the meat while they are grilling on it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. So what about traditional Chinese barbecue? What's up?
I
Mine?
said we're all learning new things.
We are. Most of the barbecue in the US is very, very reliant on the type of wood that you're cooking the meat on.
Oh yes, I bought smoking wood, apple, cherry,
That's true, theory
couple of
crafter.
hardwood.
I agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
you and I
ran
have talked about it a little bit.
Fluffy, please come upstairs.
I'm coming.
I remember Blender mocking me when I bought smoking wood.
Really?
No.
It's like, why?
Smoking wood is so important. You get the,
Well,
you
wood
can get
chips, at least.
judged pretty harshly in the South, depending on the wood that you use, because
Oh,
there
I
are
wasn't
each
being
state has
judged
its
for
own
the-
specialty.
I wasn't being judged for the wood. I was being mocked for buying it.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
This roughly how it is, or
well, let me see, because if the points, hold on, I forgot to jump.
oh my gosh.
Okay. I just failed at jumping. It's okay. I'll get this.
Okay, so
There we go.
well, a bit
So the
off
points
topic.
would meet here.
A bit off topic, but Terry Crafter said, I seriously have to wonder if the people who scripted resource collection actions have actually ever seen someone chop wood or mine or anything really. Well, okay, in response to this, it's off topic, but I would say that clearly they can't do
No.
exactly what real life is. I have seen trees being chopped, and I have seen videos on mining, and yes, they are completely, utterly different, but let's face it, the same process of doing so would be utterly boring in game.
Yeah, there's got to be some allowances for it. Let me see if I can get this to connect.
Yeah.
Ah,
All wood.
where did it go? What angle are we using? 45 or 26?
26.
26.
I really should get the Grey Dwarf farm up and running soon.
Yes.
It might be easier. Let me see here.
Alright, so back
about-
on food. Barbecue. So we talked about Singapore style of barbecue. So okay, so of course barbecue varies quite a lot. Definitely, and by wood, I think over here in Asia it's more about the marinade than the wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Blender, how do you marinate your meat? I believe we've done a couple of times before. You did something with garlic? Was it ginger?
Yeah, garlic, salt. But I want to talk about the barbecue we had in Sichuan.
Oh yes, I love those. Out in shops, out in the streets, go out there at midnight and order it. Dang, you're making me hungry
yeah.
just thinking about it.
I cannot figure out how to make it clip. I'm sorry. How do we get it? to
For those of
bring-
you
There's
out
a-
there who are wondering, Blender and I studied together and we studied in Sichuan,
Yeah.
China. So we spent some time over there. Of course, I'm in Singapore, Blender's in Malaysia at the moment. So, yeah, we do have a good grasp of what Chinese culture is like, as well as the Southeast Asian culture.
Wait, as well. Okay, Southeast. That can't. I heard something else for a second.
I
How
heard
is it?
selfish.
Southeast. Yeah, I know my pronunciation's not the best, but
It's okay.
No, that's on us. That's
Yeah.
This is interesting.
No, maybe this would work.
How?
It's kind of hard to figure it out.
Can you send me a picture or?
Yeah, hold on.
You have a picture of your house, old house.
Yeah, it's
you-
the popular swing motion. I agree, Theory Crafter. It's definitely. I mean, at least in this game, when the tree falls on you, it hurts.
oh yes, true. At least the tree hurts. Yeah.
It's a lot of games they just like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Your character could totally take an entire tree falling on his head. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So, while you are looking for a picture, Sichuan barbecue. Let's talk about the what's it called? Xinjiang barbecue.
Was it Xinjiang we had that time? The
I mean,
lamb
is it
sticks, right?
Yeah, the lamb sticks.
That
I haven't
sounds
had
good.
barbecue
Mine, are
in
you
a
building
long
here?
time.
I recommend
What
you
now?
go closer to that particular wing of the house.
Well, this thing's pretty big looking.
Yeah,
I
just
didn't want
because
to go across the-
it's just more for the functional, easy access to materials. Cause the storehouse is here, like this wing of it. So if you build, say, somewhat here, you should be able to access the materials from here. Perhaps, maybe more closer here. No, wait, here.
Oh, okay.
Like here, yeah, here. Because I am still extending backwards by a bit. I'm gonna extend backwards to about maybe here. Big
Okay.
project. Yeah, I only got the two wings up, not the main wing yet, not the main section yet. So- and now that Blender has unlocked wood, I can finally change out the walls to wood. I gotta think about how to do
Wood?
that. Not
He's
wood,
unlocked
stone,
wood?
stone.
What?
Don't, my bad.
Yeah, I
I
see the
hate
picture.
angles. Okay. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah, I get what you mean, and I think I know how to do it.
For the record, geometry was my weakest math.
My weakest was wave, no that's physics.
Well,
I never took
physics I can
physics.
get. I didn't even go anywhere near what's it called it? Why aren't you repairing the axe? Repair the axe. Oh no.
So,
Because I have to go to the station.
Blender,
Duh.
Xinjiang barbecue. Tell us more.
Right. Yes. So.
Yes, fill our dreams with the sense of smoking meat.
That one is actually quite interesting. I would say it's different from the styles that we have explained so far, where we talked about marinates and smoking wood.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't marinate it, right?
No, they don't
Really?
marinate it. They don't even salt it. Well,
Yeah.
pre-salt it.
Yeah, they
Everything
don't
is
pre-salt
done
it.
over the fire.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
So it's like smoky, and then they when they cook it, they put on the salt and chili,
They have
And then the
everything in
lamb-
shakers and they just
and
shake
then
it
the
out.
lamb fat. Oh,
The okay, more specifics, man.
Okay, cumin
the
is a
lamb
very
fat.
big
What do
part
they
of
do
it.
with the lamb fat?
Okay,
they basically do it to what you talked about bacon, right? Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
what they have.
Bacon.
Crunchy, and then also
Oh.
also
I've never thought about lamb bacon.
Oh, I had beef bacon once. It was awesome. It was much better than pig bacon.
Beef bacon! My entire world is missing out.
so another thing I had. I don't think Dragon likes it. Is
The lamb rack
they also barbecue the lamb's
or the
liver?
leg.
No. Lamb's liver and lamb's kidney.
Yeah,
Those are
I
also-
would like those. They
Yeah,
don't
I'm
just
kind
do
of a
that.
pass on that.
They do like
Man,
everything.
You guys are missing out, man. You guys can't take gizzards, huh?
No.
No. Most people, I mean, it depends on where you are, because Florida,
Some people in the
and
South do.
yeah, some people in the South absolutely love like fried chicken gizzards is a big thing. But in the Midwest too, there's in the farming communities in the Midwest, you don't waste any part of the animal. That's like a big no. Somebody's gonna be eating it, whether you like it or not.
Wouldn't
I mean, I
it
think
be
you
the
like
pigs that eat it?
Like one of the things growing up on the farm that my family kind of experienced is we were good friends with quite a few of the nearby farmers, but one in particular that would always she'd always have one cow a year that would refuse to nurse. And so that cow usually became dinner, and we would get half a cow.
Half a cow. Oh,
Half a cow
Whoa, half a cow.
for like $200.
wow.
And we got all of that half of the cow. So we would have meat throughout the entire year.
Hey, year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know, like we'd get part of the tongue, we'd get part of the liver, we'd get part of the kidneys and stuff like that. And so whether we liked it or not, that's what we were eating.
Okay, so speaking of the tongue, what do you think of the tongue?
I can't.
It's so just
So good.
Yeah, it's like
can't.
it's gross.
I can't rationalize having another creature's tongue inside my mouth, whether I'm eating it.
You
Like,
guys want to talk about gross? Do you guys eat brains?
no.
Brains.
No.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a different
Come on.
culture.
We tried
Chinese
it.
culture, man. Come on.
Well, Blender likes it.
good without the
I
brain.
took a bite
Oh.
and it's like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not eating it.
It's so good.
The what theory crafter? The
Itis.
itis? No.
Itis?
There are some like from one of the things that I've heard, I don't know for sure, I've never experienced, is that the Greeks in particular, they will even eat the eyeballs. Like that's a special thing, and I can't.
The Chinese do that
can't.
too.
If it's looking at me, I've got a problem.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
People, the Chinese eat the eyes of the fish.
Yeah, and that's actually
my dad
something that
loves
they
it.
even in
but-
in Hawaii they'll do too. They'll pull the fish out. They might smoke it for a few minutes, maybe, and they whole fish. You pull it apart. You eat it with your chopsticks. You pull the skin open. You pluck out the everything. I can't. If it's looking at me, I can't eat it.
You could just
Oh
reverse
yes,
the thing.
Boondocks reference.
Mine, go to bed.
Okay, I was busy.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, I'm falling.
Don't do that. That's not helpful.
Um,
We
So that's a
actually,
Western dish.
Yeah.
You guys have this. It's a mix of lungs and then liver and then everything.
Okay,
just mashed
so
Okay,
together.
you're thinking of
let's
something.
first clarify where that one's coming from.
I think I know what he's
Europe,
talking
right?
about.
That
Um,
is
That's European or
Swedish?
That
Was it Swedish?
Scottish.
Scottish.
It's called
Scottish.
haggis.
Yeah, that's the one.
It is not legal in the
Ah.
United States.
what? What?
Okay,
It's illegal.
wait, really?
You can have imitation haggis.
What the heck?
But and that's just with basically there's a different kind of like vegetable based casing.
Why is it illegal? Illegal.
It is illegal because of the parts that are used in it.
Parts that are used. What do you mean?
So, okay, hold on. Let me pull this up so that I can make sure I'm getting this right, because haggis is a thing that I will try a lot of different things. Haggis will never cross my lips. Traditional haggis. So
Wait.
haggis,
Am I talking about the right thing?
probably. So
It's the
haggis
thing
is
that's
a
inside the
Scottish
stomach.
dish consisting of a sheep or calf's. It's a mixture with the suet, oatmeal, and seasoning boiled in a bag, which is traditionally made from the animal's stomach. Sometimes
Okay,
they will
sounds
mix certain meats with it. So
Yeah, sounds
it'll be cooked. It may include kidney. It may include some of the lungs. It may include some meat from the intestines, but it's cooked in the stomach.
Sounds good.
Let me find you a picture. And suet, by the way,
I don't
is
know.
just fat.
It's just a meat. I mean, it's just. What's the pecade?
It's just the meat. To us, it's
I wish-
cooking it inside of itself. That's so
Yep,
strange.
it's cooking it inside
Okay,
of its own
Chinese
stomach,
also
and
have
then it goes
something
into your
similar.
stomach, and I have a problem with that. You see,
you
I
have a
don't want to
problem-
eat something that's been through something else's stomach.
If you have a problem with having things inside something else, then wouldn't that be a problem with a turducken?
don't wanna
Okay,
eat
there are
that
so
either.
many problems with the turducken. The
Turducken
turducken
is
is a
scary.
joke. It is not actually a traditional meal. Do not let them lie to you.
What is that?
So a turducken
Turkey, duck,
is
chicken.
a turkey stuffed with a duck, which is stuffed with a small, usually Cornish hen.
I think I've seen a chef do it.
I think it's possible to
It's
go
an
in more layers.
abomination.
You probably can do a quill inside the chicken part of it.
Well, you can't do a full-size chicken, because remember, you're putting it in a duck, and ducks are not that big.
It's an
Well-
European or British dish, right?
Meatception. It is. I don't know where this abomination came from,
It's just a
but I
bunch
am
of meat.
thoroughly against it. Tell me the origins of the turducken. I'm probably getting attacked. So it consists of a deboned chicken stuffed into a deboned duck, further stuffed into a deboned turkey. Outside of the United States and Canada is known as a 3-bird roast, or Turducken. Is the traditional English for. Okay, so we have the English to blame for that.
Hey, someone's
That
being attacked.
explains. Yeah, it's probably me.
What?
I'm sure I'm fine.
Yeah, that's you. I would imagine
okay.
there still might be space to put in a deboned quill. Quills are tiny.
I will send you a picture.
Oh, I'm familiar with it. I haven't tried it, but I've seen it. I would
Well,
love
and
to try
one
one.
thing to keep in mind is turkey is a very naturally dry meat. Chicken can be dry, but it's typically not. That's where they've done it to make it actually look decent. Like that, a lot of times it's done wrong, which makes it worse. But the duck in particular is a very greasy meat. So you absolutely have to balance it out well, or if it's not well cooked, it's just terrible. So either you do it well or you don't do it at all. But it is an abomination that you will not find typically on an American table. Unless it's a gag.
Okay.
And some people will do it.
So,
But to be fair, the US has a lot of really weird... We went through this one gelatin stage at one point, and it was a horrible mistake that never should happen again.
Okay, now consider this. You have turkey with stuffings. What is so abominable about a turducken? Think of it as a duck with chicken stuffing.
I don't cook my turkey with stuffing inside.
I mean, you put sausage stuffing inside a turkey, yeah?
Right, but that's sausage, not an entire bird. It's
inside
like
another bird.
Is giving inception birth to more bird. But again, I also personally don't like duck. I think it's a very greasy meat, and it's just it tastes slimy to me, and is usually pretty gamey.
Yeah, the game is the part which I don't like.
Have you guys had Hong Kong style or Peking style roast duck?
I have not had Peking.
That's so good.
Okay, Peking style roast duck is
try
something else entirely. I would say the Peking style roast duck is more akin to a fusion style of barbecue.
Okay.
Because for Peking roast duck, the wood is important. That the wood.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And at the same time, there is a marinade too.
Yes, there's also a technique.
Slowly.
Yes, over fire. I think they roast it, and before they do it,
it takes out a lot of the grease and fat from the duck.
It's cooked till the skin is crispy.
Be right back.
And that's really the whole main part of it.
And how do they achieve that? They blow the duck so that the skin separates from the, I think the flesh or the fat. Right.
So the skin loosens so that it can actually crisp up and tighten around the meat later.
Yes, and then the meat's very juicy. Oh.
Okay, but see, and that's when you know how to cook duck correctly.
How do you guys cook duck? I mean,
I've never cooked a duck personally. I have had duck oven roasted. Again, came out really greasy. I think a large part is because when it's oven roasted, it kind of ends up sitting in its own fluids during the roasting period.
yeah.
I think that might be part of the problem for why it ends up tasting pretty greasy. I have not tried barbecuing duck, although if I get the chance, that may be a thing I have to attempt.
Might be quite difficult though, I think.
Want to see what would happen if I'm able to barbecue the duck over like an open flame or an open fire, kind of fire pit situation where it can hang.
You mean like on a spit?
Yeah, like on a spit or no, yeah, pretty much on a spit. And I want to see if like that would actually change the flavor of it with the grease having a way to actually drip out and down. Yeah, what do you mean, Theory Crafter? Like, with that's actually a mod that we have currently on, that allows us to quickly grab and go, and it'll just bring everything to our inventory. A lot of things like the berries or mushrooms or small things that you collect out in the fields, you usually have to grab one by one. Why is there a bunch of wood out here on the ground?
Might have
Are you
been
okay up
my
there?
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some changes.
What are you breaking, Dragon?
Wait,
One's breaking me. I'm breaking stuff. Doing some modifications.
Okay. Well, I brought more wood,
Oh, wait a minute.
including more core wood.
Well, I
We
finished
got- we got-
one quarter
Good
of
enough.
the storage area, but I think this is I think I underestimated the amount of like
I think you built it too big,
yeah.
basically.
Yes, Theory Crafter, like a rotisserie duck. That's what I was thinking. Rotisserie duck would be, I think that would be a good idea. I also want to try rotisserie pheasant. You guys have pheasants, right?
I
Do you
had
have
it
pheasants?
Pheasant.
It's a particular kind of bird.
Is it a pigeon?
It's
Before. No,
not
that's
a
a
pigeon.
grouse. Pigeons will be grouse.
Pigeon.
Hold on. I have not had pigeon before, but the only pigeon that we usually have here is the kind of like you think of in large cities. You don't want to eat those.
Oh, not those. They are, I think, specially raised to be eaten.
Yeah, grouse.
Ah,
Oh, okay, yeah. The Cantonese
Okay.
eat everything.
Wait,
I don't- where is
the grouse
this?
is western. Just so you know.
Speaking of, have you guys ever had dim sum?
Dim sum.
dim sum. No, I don't think I have.
You guys never had dim sum, huh? Interesting.
I'm trying to. Wait,
I'm waiting.
okay, define dim sum for me. Because I'm seeing it's like a bunch of different dishes and
It's a
include like a bunch of
classification.
different.
Dim sum is a classification.
different.
Okay, because
Yeah,
I've
it's a lot of-
definitely had like wontons. I've definitely had bao and stuff like that. Is that part of the dim sum classification?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, like I make that at home for funsies because I can't get it anywhere else.
Oh.
Probably not traditional recipe, but I try.
I would imagine it'd be a bit tougher to get for you.
Usually I have to either accept that I need to use a different dough, or I'm going to be making the dough myself.
Wait, you
That's
make the
a big
dough?
part. Well, I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
Okay, I mean, you make the bao itself?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
I mean, we are getting restaurants now that offer bao, but, keep in mind again, it's Western and you can't really trust anything in the US to be authentic. Unless it's a
Speaking
hamburger.
of that, we got to talk about this one. Chinese food.
Alright.
Oh no, we're gonna go here. We know none of it. I mean, okay, no, let me correct that. There are some locations, there are some restaurants that are usually owned by Chinese families, like that they make legitimate Chinese food, but they're not the buffets.
Yeah, I've heard the buffets are terrible.
The buffets are like they basically take any concept of junk food, Chinese food, and then they make it even more American junk food. And they usually have like a section that has pizza and stuff like that. So, take it with a grain of salt.
Pizza. Okay. Well, that aside, the whole idea of Chinese fast food, I think, in the US or Chinese food there, from what
Panda
I see,
Express.
like General Tso's chicken doesn't exist in China.
Yeah,
What is that?
General
you see-
Tso's is definitely not a legitimate thing.
Even Blender went,
It's
what is
tasty.
that?
It is tasty. And when you guys come over here, I absolutely would suggest, or when if you at least try it. Just keep in mind again, nothing is authentic. But we are starting to get a little bit more in that direction, and there is a push in a lot of areas for more authentic food. And it depends on where you are. If you're in like New York and you actually go to, say, Chinatown, you have a higher chance of actually being able to get the real stuff. Same thing with Hawaii, because there's such a high Chinese population. You're actually able to get, the legit stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Theory Crafter. Well, you're up in the Pacific Northwest. Are there any areas that you know of that you can get authentic, actual Chinese food? Have you ever had the chance to try it? I have to give him a minute. Give him a minute to respond. So there are a couple of places too that do like I said. There's actually a restaurant near me called Wow Bao.
Wow,
Okay.
bao.
It's all about bao. That's all that restaurant does. Is it makes bao.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh well, okay, baos are nice, to be fair.
Yes. Are you kidding? If I can put anything in a bun, I'm gonna put it in a bun. That's just curry in a bun. It is amazing.
Sounds very Japanese.
I mean, yeah. But to be fair, and okay, so we have these things called pot stickers.
Wait. Hold on. You
Fair
haven't
enough,
explained what that thing is to me.
Wait.
The dish you...
Oh, General Tso's. So it is a spicier dish. Let me actually
Spicy.
let me find you. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's definitely, like Theory Crafter said, white person spicy. Although, to be fair, there are certain areas of the U.S. that you want to talk spice, they'll talk spice.
Oh, you guys have the ghost pepper, right?
Not just the ghost pepper. The Southwest in particular likes their peppers and their chilies. And if they can find something to do with those peppers and chilies, they're gonna do it.
Now, speaking of the chili, peppers, I realized that Chinese chili and the Western peppers are quite different in flavor profile.
Ooh, not even just Chinese. I may have recently discovered gochujang. Probably butchering the pronunciation.
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No? I
Just
love
me.
it.
It's just
Like,
me. To be honest, I don't like a lot of Korean food, but gochujang in particular.
I like the yellow bean paste. I don't know what it's called.
the stuff that I have two different variations of it. And again, it's probably not authentic. We know this. I was able to get it at my local grocery store, not at the Asian market. So that says a lot right there. But I have a miso-based one and then a fermented chili-based one. And the fermented chili, any of the fermented chili pastes, or any of the chili paste that I have had the pleasure of trying, I notice a lot of people on this side of the pond are afraid of it, which kind of amuses me because they have this automatic assumption that you see the red chili oil and you see the red chili paste and it's going to be so spicy. But there's a flavor. You can taste the chili. It's not just heat,
I haven't
which is
had.
amazing.
I have. I've seen chili.
Yes, that's true.
The chili paste thingy in groceries, but I've never bought it. Is it not spicy?
Not to, I mean, they have spicier versions, but to me, it's not that spicy.
Huh.
Again, keep in mind the chili paste that I can get my hands on and the chili paste that you can get your hands on are probably very different.
Well,
Yep.
if you're talking about gochujang,
Yeah.
Gochujang shouldn't
Should
change.
be- yeah, it shouldn't change.
It's not spicy. I mean, it has some heat, a little bit of heat to it, but it's not overly spicy. It's mostly almost kind of sweet, a little bit underneath the heat, if I'm explaining this correctly.
Fluffy, you gotta come back.
Oh, I'm coming back.
Me too.
I was sharing the recipe for. I'm in the middle of nowhere and it's dark. It's dark and I'm all alone. Oh God. I was sharing the recipe for the General Tso's so you can see.
Yeah. It looks like
It is delicious. I will eat it.
tangzhuou, sweet and sour pork.
I
Different
haven't
flavor.
tried it. Oh, they have what Mandarin chicken? Is it? Orange chicken, something like that.
Orange chicken. Orange chicken is absolutely a creation. I'm fairly certain it's a creation from a place called Panda Express, which will
Ah, yeah.
probably make both of you cry. In all fairness. That's like the fast food of Chinese food in the US.
Are they fast?
Yeah. I mean, everything's constantly being cooked, so you're probably getting something that's overcooked.
Wait, they're
To
not
be
just-
perfectly honest.
They're not just laid out
Right
on a
now.
tray and you can just, point at it.
Yes.
That's how it
those
is.
trays are constantly being heated, and behind the trays they are constantly cooking because it does go fast some days. Don't go there in the evenings because then you're going to get the leftovers that are definitely overcooked.
Okay.
That's one issue that I've noticed, like a major difference between authentic Asian food, like authentic Chinese or authentic Japanese, versus the American rendition of it. Is most of the times, people in the U.S. overcook those foods.
People tend to just overcook meat in general, I feel.
You know, I
Yeah.
get the opportunity to cook for you at some point. I really do.
Someday.
I will make you the most delicious burgers.
I've been looking forward to it.
I brought more resources.
Have we got enough wood, Fluffy?
No, we done.
There's never enough wood.
Not if
Wow.
we around.
No. Dragon, you need stones later.
Yeah, but I need
He keeps-
wood to make my storage crates.
How much wood are you?
Yeah, he's been stealing a lot of the wood that I've
Come
been
and
putting
see
in
how
here.
much wood I need. And you will understand.
Alright. I'm coming.
I have taken all your
I'll
wood and this is all I have
working
done.
here.
This place, man. How is it Chinese, man? Come on, man.
Just the inside, the outside is Chinese. We need this
That
to be
was
functional.
so painful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually at some point, if you have that link, Theory Crafter, can you send it, DM it to me in Discord? Because I would love to take a look at that. I also entertain myself with watching Uncle Roger yell at people in the
Uncle
house.
Roger.
That one.
Oh, okay. Tell me about this reaction.
I actually had a discussion about Uncle Roger with Blender before. It's
We
not
did?
that. Yeah, well, we were
The
just
heck?
chatting. It's like
Oh.
I just kind of find it a little too exaggerated.
I
But then
have
again, that was
noticed
the whole
that.
point of it.
Yeah, because when he talks like in the cutscene or like cutscenes or bloopers or whatever, that accent is hard
Well, he's
hard
British.
exaggeration.
Well, yeah, he stayed in Britain for a long time. Oh, what the?
Yeah, but that's not British accent. As in, wait, I'm talking about when he's talking in his videos.
Yeah,
No,
when he's
I'm
talking
talking
in his
like-
videos, that accent is very, very exaggerated.
When he's not,
Um,
then it's British accent. I think. Not sure.
Maybe. But it's like,
I don't know. It seems a little
Uncle
stereotypical.
Roger tell you. It's like
Yep.
strange.
No,
It's
not
not
like
what
that.
a Chinese accent sound like. It's nothing Singaporean.
No.
It's nothing Malaysian. It's none of those.
Yeah, but it's funny though. Hiya.
It is funny. Watching him react to people making rice just makes my
Auntie-
day.
Auntie Helen. For some reason, I think I've got the accent down.
Influenced.
Influenced.
I think maybe it's just natural.
Dragon disapproves.
I do.
Oh,
Why are you just... What is this?
this is the extension of the rule. No?
Do you want me to actually, like... Oh no, I misplaced a wall. Do you want me to line it and give it some extra stability up there? I can do that.
I thought those are windows. Oh, you have to.
I was making windows. Oh, I was going to make a window over there, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Punch.
Well, most of our stuff have been moved over. I think I can work on the storage in stages. Meanwhile, we have more than what we need.
Oh, man.
Meanwhile,
This
Blender
house-
is fantastic and gave me a roof.
Yay!
Yes,
Oh,
the first house that was started, I believe.
I had some technical difficulties, okay?
Yeah.
Where are you
Literally.
building? I wanna see what you're
This
building.
was
Yes,
the first
literally.
house that was the first project though that
Exactly.
It was.
started.
Well, no, technically the first project was the cabin, and I built that,
You
and
mean
it was
the shack?
fantastic.
That is
Yes.
cheated in.
It was completed.
Sort of.
A little bit of advice, mind. You may want
Yeah.
to every, like, 3x3 drop
Yeah,
a short
I'm having
post
troubles.
to give some extra stability. Your posts are going to be super, super helpful, and you're going to want to drop some extra short posts underneath your flooring. So, like, I have a short post here somewhere. Short post. Uh-oh. You
Like,
may
it's
have...
kind of hard because the Quaker style doesn't have any lift. It's like flat on the ground. And
And
you just
you need
walk
some
right
help
into
flattening
it.
out.
Yeah. That
Yeah?
corner over there was being difficult for me.
Okay, so you're going to want to probably take out the flooring that's here then,
Yeah, hold on.
and I'll help you flatten out a little.
I've never been the best at flattening.
Flattening is difficult.
I think I did pretty good. I just got that to that one corner. It was like, no.
So that's when you may want to get the pick. Do you have a pickaxe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm a dumb.
Yep, you may have to use the pickaxe. You may also have to add some dirt in some places. But let's see.
Okay.
So we have that sounds Stephen He. Yes, I've watched some of the Stephen He stuff too. Stephen He amuses me, especially emotional damage. I feel that to my soul. Do either of you guys know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
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 Oh,
Who is this person?
not quite there. On YouTube, you can find him. He does a lot of skits.
Steven what?
Stephen He.
No, I haven't seen this guy before.
He does a lot of skits about some of them about the pressure to succeed, being from kind of an Asian family. Okay, so here's a trick.
So much better.
Fine. Here's a
Yes.
trick. When you are laying down, I should probably turn that. So when you're laying down groundwork, if it's blue, that means it is flush to the ground and you have full stability. That's a great way to start. When you're doing it, if you get a patch of ground that is covering the floor a little bit, like,
Yeah.
let me see if I can go over here. So
I know
over
what you're
here, for example,
talking about.
this is where you'll either want to try using the hoe again to kind of flatten it out a little bit, and you can do that with the floor on the ground.
Yeah, I've done some of that.
Yeah, so that should hopefully
I
be a little
just,
bit
the only
easier.
reason I added all this around the edge was because didn't think of using the pickaxe for the corner I couldn't get flat. And I was like, fine, I'll just build up so that the floor is higher.
Blender, why you look like Geralt? Oh no, wait, you have a mustache. Never mind. You have a mustache and a Santa beard. Okay, I go now. Bye bye.
Thank you.
He looks
Welcome.
more like Vesemir.
Yeah, his dad going to school uphill both ways because physics wasn't invented yet. That's kind of a running joke.
This looks like a sandbox.
No, it's not gonna be a sandbox. Nah.
I need to move. No, that's the wrong button. Get out. This is not the right button. I need to move my crafting station.
Oh, looking at the Theorycraft
interesting
latest
structure.
message, I realized we kind of neglected the other part of our planned conversation, which I think is a little too late to start. Stupid things which authors say and translators write.
Oops.
But
Can we
yeah,
go with the fart? I just want to mention the one thing real quick. The fart from a fart when you're a fart. This was a thing that Dragon and I ran into at one of our latest chapters, which will be coming out, I believe, Monday, correct?
Tuesday. Well, okay, wait. Let me work out the timings.
Tuesday,
Monday your
Tuesday.
time. Monday night your time.
Okay.
US time, you are 11 hours before. Oh no, actually, like Tuesday, 1 a.m., something like that.
Okay, so we do it the midnight. So there's basically our author is very bad at trash talking.
No, okay.
Wait.
Fart of a fart was my fault.
That's what the Ross. I looked it up. That is what the Ross said.
Okay, well, the Ross
something
went
like that.
something along the lines where the other dude called the main character a fart. Like, you're not worth a fart kind of thing.
Yep.
But then the author retorted back with, well, you are the fart that I let out. So, I kind of extended it slightly.
It's like, yes, I am a fart, but you're also the fart that I let out, so that makes you a fart from a fart.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
second bit was added by me.
The best. It's the best.
It was interesting. I can't make furniture yet. Sad.
You can. You just need to grab the necessary ingredients which Blender has hiding somewhere.
I mean,
Oh, okay. I mean, I can make tables.
I mean, we don't have iron on hand. Once she has iron, she probably can make some of those.
what kind of furniture we're talking about?
I was going to set up the inside sort of like a general store, like a kind of one of the Western general stores.
No
Which
idea
I
how
think
that looks like.
You know, I'm actually a little sad that you dismantled your saloon, cause I think the saloon is actually kind of a nice addition to have over there.
It was really cool. It was quite impressive.
Yeah, but you know, I built the blacksmith thing, and I thought, wow, it
Well-
looks way better.
You didn't have to replace it. You could just leave it around and abandon it. Maybe you could just rebuild it somewhere nearby. Be nice.
Plunder has
He's
building.
giving you work.
Maybe.
So yeah, I guess. Well, we can always discuss. We can always discuss that. Save that topic for next time of the weird, strange things that translators and authors do. Mostly authors. Some of the strangest things I've seen have come straight from the raws.
Yeah. To be fair, we also haven't exactly exhausted food. Food is a really vast topic that we barely even covered. I'm pretty sure we can go on for it for hours more. But yeah.
And everybody loves food. I need
So-
to put a
Talk
fire
about
in here
wok hay?
somewhere.
What? Wok hay?
You guys know what wok hay is?
I don't even know how to describe
tell
that.
us.
You don't? I mean, it's the taste of. Do you guys know what a wok is?
Yes.
So a wok,
Yes.
and then a very powerful fire, and then you stir fry your rice, your fried rice, and then that essence of
Okay.
of burnt, smoky.
I see where you're going with
Flavor.
this. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that is the essence of the wok itself, although the wok plays a part.
Yeah, I think the wok plays a big role though.
It plays a role, but I think it's more of the fact that it is a high heat system.
I need to get a wok. I still don't have one, and that makes me sad.
I think it's pretty difficult to get a wok. Though. I've been looking around and I don't see woks.
In
What?
the US, it's
Really?
actually pretty easy to get a wok.
How difficult is it to... No, woks are easy to get.
No, I mean, when I look it up, I'm not sure if they are legit woks or do they have like Teflon on the surface or anything like that.
I mean, a wok is not
see what you're
defined by
saying.
the material. A wok is defined by the shape.
I guess. But
So
if you
you're
have
looking for is
Teflon on
a
it,
cast iron wok. And I honestly have no issues with Teflon. But Teflon wouldn't work well with a wok. Especially if you're trying to get the whole wok hay thing. We want extreme high heat before throwing your food in. So that's just gonna burn off all the Teflon. It's not gonna work.
yeah.
Well, and see, we have like your basic steel woks. I haven't seen a cast iron wok. I would love to have a cast iron wok.
They'll probably be
thing's
very heavy.
Formidable.
Heavy is kind of the idea. You want the heat capacity of the heavy wok.
Right. Oh no, I can't get. Uh-oh. That's gonna be interesting. It's broken.
Okay, aside from old equipment aside, I have moved over everything from our old base, which we can now abandon and leave to die.
Aw.
And we can
I like
concentrate on this
that.
new building area.
Fair, we can't burn things around here.
No. Trust me, if things can burn in the game, the game will be terrible. Think about it.
I would accidentally set everything on fire.
Not just that. Okay, imagine when you get one of those monster events and you get Surtlings.
Oh no. Oh no.
Get burn.
I don't know how to get this up there without it clipping outside. I can't tell if it clipped outside. Bip. So,
Yeah.
now I actually have a building with a roof on it, thanks to Blender. Thank you, Blender.
No problem.
Yay! I'm sure he's more happy about it than you are.
Yes, he can now stop staring at my house from...
Oh no, we're out of resin. You saw the
No,
reason.
I mean, if it's complete, then I can look at a good house. Yeah.
It's not quite complete yet, but it's closer, a lot closer. At least it looks like it could eventually be complete. And I guess that's part of the goal.
That's all you can ask for.
Oh, there we go.
I can take pictures, from this point of view, from this window, the progress day by day.
I broke it though. I have to get that piece down, and I don't know how.
What the heck? What is that? What?
Okay, I think.
I was trying. Sorry.
Yeah, in between episodes, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the range of the workbench drawing from storage so that all our houses can draw from the common storage. That's going to probably help, especially with mine building further out that way. Wait, how far is mine from my place?
Fluffy, you can't get that whole cupboard.
You told me to go.
Okay, yeah, this is fine. Although I would say place your door. I'll work something out. Maybe place your door towards this side.
I'm going based on the picture. The style.
This door works. This door, maybe not. Like,
A
cause
door?
my place will probably come up to about here. So you're gonna have a kind of a cliff drop on this side.
Oh,
Yeah. So okay, well, it's kind
so
of.
the door doesn't get blocked. Okay.
Well, it doesn't. It's not that it will get blocked. It's more of you walk off a cliff, because you know, walk off a cliff. Bloop.
Great.
I mean,
I could try to scale back a bit, but I'm planning to be somewhat. I estimate about here for it to be proportional with the rest of my build. Somewhat here. But
for yours?
Yeah, because I'm still extending further back. I only, got the main wing, the left wing, the right wing. Yeah.
You are still extending this thing?
Yeah. Hello, it's a courtyard.
God.
I only got the wall here.
I'll bring up the ground for. Okay, so you're gonna be putting the doors on the other side then?
No, she can put her door here. It's just be careful of
I
walking
was
out here.
asking her where she was putting her doors.
You can put it here.
putting the
You can put it
doors
here.
on the other side would probably be
Okay.
better.
Yeah. Well, and I'll come by later and help level out this ground for you.
Alright,
Just
so
watching.
we are running
Thank
a
you.
little short on time, so maybe I
We
should
are.
end it off and we can converse about this somewhere in the middle and yeah. So usual shameless plugs before we go off. Check out the novels I translate and Fluffy edits. So the ones out there, well, the ones that I translate at least, Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation, which I have translated fully to completion, and Fluffy and mine were also part of that too. So yeah,
Very true.
Yep.
that's
Yep,
where they
yep.
got their start. In fact,
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, and then there is I'm currently actively working on Everlasting Immortal Firmament. Do check that out. Unfortunately, that's with a different editor, but I also do work on Apex War God, although that one is kind of coming out at a slower pace. It's more of a secondary project for me, but Fluffy is the primary editor on that. Not just primary, but the only editor.
Only
on that.
editor.
Yeah, which hurry up. Okay,
Right.
but
Yes. And then we have blenders.
yeah, we got Blenders. Blender, do you want to intro your novel a bit?
Yeah, it's called Timeless Love.
Ah, come on, you can give us more than that. So, Timeless Love is a romance novel that is written by a author called Ting Mo, which is quite an celebrated author, I think. Quite popular, her books make into movies and everything. She's not a web novelist, but a traditional print novelist. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Do check it out. And I believe Fluffy has stuff on her ebooks.
Yes. So Mind and I are also we publish some of our own works as well. And
Cut.
so I'm gonna make this really quick. Everybody, hide.
Fight. Come out and fight.
Sure.
So also check out.
No, I'll pick pen. I'll pick
are you
pen.
doing-
It's the pig. The pig. They're getting the pigs.
Sorry. Okay, let's take care of this first before.
Man, this is so laggy.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It very much is. All right, let's take care of this dude first.
There's more.
Oh, well, that was a thing.
Oh crap, turn around.
What? Oh no!
I tried to warn you.
I appreciate.
What a bad way to end this episode.
Oh
It's not going well.
no!
There's
No!
of them.
That teleported. I'm dead.
Oh no.
All right, so while I'm dead, don't forget to check out the first day parts 1 and 2. You can find those on Amazon. They are the Power of 10, the first day. The first day has wrapped up with part 2, and now we are starting on working on the first week.
I'll die.
As well as keep an eye out for some of our future work, particularly a novel called Alpha Squad. We'll have more information as we get through that. And thank you so much for joining us and for watching. Thank you, Theory Crafter. Thank you, anyone else who's been watching. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you again. We love you. Bye.
Yep. Oh, and before that, still got a couple more shameless plugs. You know, yeah, just a bit more. Check out things like the merch store that I have. Links down in the description below, Patreon and whatnot. And subscribe to the channel, like the video. And yeah, that's it. And we'll see you guys next time where we'll talk about stupid things translators and authors write. Right. Ciao, guys.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.